Belize's real GDP contracted by 23.3% in the second quarter of 2020, resulting in a 14.7% decline for the first half of the year. Fiscal balances deteriorated as the government's response to the health crisis led to a sharp decline in revenues and an extraordinary rise in spending on health and social protection measures to mitigate the damage of the pandemic. For the first half of 2020, government's revenues and grant contracted by 19.2%, while expenditures expanded. The deficit was financed largely from domestic sources, and therefore, government's domestic debt grew. Overall debt to GDP has increased dramatically from 90.9% at the beginning of COVID-19 pandemic to 132% today. Falls in export revenues, remittances, and foreign direct investment declined. ODA have pushed our economies to their limits. In other words, we have sacrificed our economy to survive the pandemic at the expense of development and climate ambition. We do not have the resources to invest in large, sustained stimulus programs to underwrite our recovery. Quite the opposite. We are on the brink of debt distress. We're facing the real risk of the reversal of development gains. What do we need from the UN? It is critical that a global response is fashioned that addresses the particular needs of countries like Belize. Secretary General, we urge you to strongly advocate for responses that take into effective account the needs of the countries of Central America, given our vulnerabilities to climate change and natural disasters in the context of the socio-economic challenges we already face, including citizen insecurity, income equality, and migration.